Hi there, this is Chris, chap in the cap from Motolegends, here today to talk to you about a jacket from Furygan. It's not a new jacket per se, it's been in their range for a while, but there's a new colourway this year. It is called the Kenya Evo Jacket. So, this is the Kenya Evo Jacket from French brand Furygan. It's the archetypal lightweight summer motorcycle jacket. What we really like about it are the clean, simple lines. Reminds us very much of a Harrington jacket. Now, Harrington jackets are still famous, but they were originally made famous back in the 1960s when the actor Ryan O'Neal wore one in the TV series called Peyton Place, when he played the character of Rodney Harrington. Hence, these jackets are known as Harringtons. The original Harrington jacket actually was made in Manchester, not in America. It was made in Manchester by a company called Barracuda, and it was called the G9 jacket. But on the back of the TV series, this style became massively popular throughout the West Coast. Sinatra wore one, Presley wore one, McQueen did. McQueen was photographed a lot in one of these jackets, James Dean did. And from about 10 meters, this jacket, I would say, is indistinguishable from a Barracuda jacket, especially in this colorway, which is very like the most famous colorway of the Harrington jacket. As far as we're concerned, it's about as simple and straightforward and classic as a jacket gets, while still being a proper biking jacket. So in terms of the construction, it's a nylon outer. You've got a lining that's not quite mesh, but it's very breathable. There's no membrane in this jacket. This is not a jacket for rainy days. It's a summer jacket, so you wouldn't want a membrane, and as we've discussed before, you don't want a membrane in a summer jacket for two reasons. When you sweat, sweating is the way that the body cools itself down. You want your sweat to be able to escape, and that becomes harder if there's a membrane. You also want cool air to come in from outside and reach the body, and again, if you've got a waterproof membrane, that's a windproof membrane, it can't pass through it. So this is a pure summer jacket, but as I've said, one of the things that we really love is that when you're off the bike, when you're just walking around, it just looks like a normal jacket. But bear in mind, this is only for wearing on warm summer days. If you're going out any time when it's a little bit cooler, let's say it's a nice day in the summer, but you're going to come home late or you're leaving early in the morning, you are going to need some kind of base layer underneath this because the air is going to flow into this jacket so well, you are going to get cold. The perfect item would actually be something like Klim's fairly new Zephyr jacket. We've done a review of that. That's on our YouTube channel. That's a gossamer thin windproof layer. This is a very stylish jacket. You're going to want to wear it fairly tightly. So something like the Zephyr, absolutely no volume to it. So that will keep you much warmer whilst not getting in the way of the lines of the jacket. But equally, you could wear a merino top or anything. You're just going to need something to keep you warm when it's a little bit colder. As far as the styling's concerned, we've got two external pockets here. We've got two on the inside. You've got the classic French rib cuffs that you've got on the Harrington. So here at the end of the sleeves and here along the hem. Armour is by D3O. You've got shoulder armour, you've got elbow armour, you've got a pocket that will take what they call a T8 back protector. In terms of the rating of this jacket under EN 17092, there's a bit of an anomaly going on here because this comes from France. The French had their own standard before EN 17092 came in, and a number of the French brands are still using that standard. What this means is that we cannot tell you whether this is A, AA or AAA. Clearly it's not AAA, that's reserved for leather and super strong denim products. I think you would have to look at this as a jacket that is going to be more A-rated. In other words, it's more about urban riding. I'd be very surprised if it were tested under EN 17092. I'd be surprised if it met the AA rating. But that's what this jacket is about. It's about urban riding. It's not the kind of jacket you're going to be riding on or riding in if you came off on the motorway at 70 or 80 miles an hour. That's not what it's for. One thing that I'd like to know is whether this jacket has a durable water repellent. Now, a DWR, as we call it, is a coating that most motorcycle products have. And even though this is a jacket that's meant to be used in the summer, I would be surprised if there weren't a coating on it just to give you that shower-proof quality. But Furygan's website is frankly rubbish. We've spoken to them before. They have a technical section where you're meant to be able to look at all the technical spec of their jacket, and it is rubbish. It looks as though somebody doesn't care about it at all, and we cannot find out whether this jacket does have a water repellent coating. Now it should have, in my view, and I think in the absence of the information, then what I'd be doing is when it first came around to cleaning this jacket, I'd wash it with a proper motorcycle product, but then I would do a reproofer at the same time to make it waterproof. That's just going to give you a bit of water resistance in a shower. It's not going to affect the breathability particularly much. So in our view, this is the perfect popping out jacket. It's a perfect jacket to throw on if you want to go out and pick up the papers, want to go out for a cup of coffee, maybe you want to poodle around the hills on a Sunday morning in the summer. This is the perfect jacket. And at £130, pretty much cheap as chips. Most of us can afford to have this as a second jacket for nice days. So we might have something a bit more substantial for our commuting or touring or longer journeys. But if you want a jacket that you just throw on and pop out for the morning, wherever you're going, this is a fantastic jacket. But what we really like about it, the real raison d'etre for this jacket as opposed to other jackets that do a similar job, it looks so good off the bike. It is one cool jacket. You can wear this. No one's going to assume you're a motorcyclist. It's just going to give you that Steve McQueen King of Cool look. If you'd like to see more gear from Furygan, then visit the website motolegends.com. If you want to learn more about this particular jacket, then if you click on one of the links on this screen, sometimes they're up there, sometimes they're down below, that will take you directly to the relevant page on our website. There you can check out the spec in a little bit more detail, you can look at availability, and if you're particularly taken with a jacket, you can order one there and then. Now when you buy from us, we try to make the process as simple, straightforward and risk-free as we possibly can. There's no delivery charge on anything you buy from us, and what's more, we give you free returns and a full 12 months in which to decide when you want to send something back to us. We have the best price promise in the business. John Lewis is rightly famed for its never knowingly undersold promise. We go one stage better. If you can find anyone selling anything we sell at a price that is lower than ours, we will beat their price by a full 10%. If the retailer is in the EU and not in the UK, we will match their landed price. There are a few terms and conditions on the website, nothing particularly onerous, but if you are going to price beaters, I suggest you visit the website and just spend a couple of seconds checking those terms and conditions out. If in the future you would like to receive bulletins from us about new products, then if you go to the top page of the website or the top of any page on the website, I'm making a bit of a mess on this one, but I think I'll carry on. There's a piece of script up there that says newsletter sign up. Click on there, within seconds you'll be signed up, you'll receive bulletins from us in future. If however you prefer to get your information from us videographically, in other words in this form, we would be delighted if you want to become a subscriber to our YouTube channel, and you can do that by clicking on the button below. Now this is 2020, and during this year we are running a competition to win what we are calling a Steve McQueen tribute bike. It's a competition that's open to anyone who's a subscriber to our YouTube channel. The bike is based on a 125cc Mutt bike. It's a lovely little machine. You can read more about it on the front page of our website or indeed on the home page of our YouTube channel. Finally, I'd like to make a little play for our fabulous shop here in Guildford. We are based about a mile from the centre of Guildford, a mile from the railway station. The shop itself is small. It's got a fairly small footprint, but it's attached to our warehouse where we've got £2 million worth of gear on 3 stories. Technically, it makes us the second largest shop in the country, but we believe are far more than just the amount of merchandise we have here in the building. We're all about service, we're all about personal fitting. If you want to check us out, visit Trustpilot. We have the highest 5-star ranking in the business. If you come and see us, we'll serve you only the finest Italian illy coffee. We will serve you proper Yorkshire tea in a proper teapot, and who knows, if you're lucky, you might even get one of Sean's mum's delicious motorcycle-shaped shortbread biscuits. Anyway, this has been Chris. I hope to talk to you again soon.